So every month, the idea is we're putting out at least 3 pieces of content. We've got our blog that's going to go out week 1. Then we got our newsletter that will probably go out maybe midweek or mid-month. And then we've got another blog post that would go out 2 weeks later. So that's where the consistency comes in, right? We want to make sure that we have it all mapped out. We're not creating these things every other week. It's all mapped out and ready to go. So this blog post here, we actually did create that. It's right here for this client. So this was created by our team, put it in there, create an image for him. So that's all there, right? Ready for people to view on his blog. And what is great about blog content as well, it's very easy for search engines to index that content. So having this information in your blog is really helpful. So if you have a website that has a blog and you're not posting on it regularly, you are missing out on an opportunity there. So we post this, but that's not good enough, right? We want to make sure that people actually are going to see it and get to it. So that's where the CRM comes into play. So what we do as part of the service is we create the article. Well, first we create the content calendar for you. Then we create the blog post. Then we create an email template. Okay, and the purpose of this email template is to send out to your database on your behalf. Okay, this comes from your email on your behalf. Every 2 weeks. Okay, you'll be sending something out to your database. So this is all ready to go, and this will link to the blog and go out to your database. Now, as far as the newsletter goes, that also goes out every month. But what we do is we help you customize it, right? So again, we want to get away from that generic style content and be very hyper local and hyper focused on your market. So I do like to have some, we were talking about kind of having the baked in referral system onto your regular marketing. Something like this on a newsletter can really help, because you are asking for a referral. You're asking for somebody to refer someone over to you, but you're also explaining why this is a good thing to do and how it helps your worthy cause. Okay, so this is this certainly has done a lot to raise money for this worthy cause, and I know this agent feels really good about it, so he's happy to ask for referrals. I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win for him, it's a win for the charity, and people are usually quite comfortable and happy to do it. We can incorporate video into your newsletter, right? So if you've got a video, which I strongly encourage, when we talk about content marketing, video is a huge part of that, right? We want to make sure that we're utilizing all of the tools at our disposal. Of course, stats. This is the one part that actually does require you to provide us with updated stats, because we want to make sure that those are there if you want them there. But we also like to include reports, so educational content for your reports. We love to include listings, of course, this week's best buys. Why not curate a hot list of homes that you think are going to be the best buys in your area? Let's put that on the newsletter. So a lot of this information is dynamic. Like, these listings are going to change every week based on the criteria. So we will produce a monthly newsletter article or content for you, and this gets updated without you having to do anything every month. So this newsletter should be set to go out to your leads every single month, no matter what. And then the next step would be, of course, to go back to our content calendar, create our second blog post, and keep going. This strategy can go a long way to build that reputation. Email is still a very effective way to reach people and to remarket to your audience. So use email, right? If you got a CRM, use the email features that you have available in there. And the lovely thing is when people click on it, when they come back to the website, that all gets tracked, right? You know that these people are coming back to view your content. Another thing that we like to do is utilize the web push. So I'm just going to quickly go into our log here. So this little section here is called web push. Now, this is essentially where you're sharing your content. Maybe we can see a little bit here. You might be able to see it in the bottom corner. But a web push is like a web alert. So you may notice on your computer sometimes little alerts fly onto your screen and catch your eye. This is what that is, where we would, when people come to your site and they subscribe to receive the web alerts, we could be pushing these messages out to them as well. So it's just another great way to stay in front of your audience. You could share these posts on your social media. So that's kind of a quick overview of what we do. It is a really good deal for the amount of work that we are putting in to get it done. And hopefully that will help you reach your goals of becoming a local expert in your market.